Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a little bit different video. We're going to talk about what blades I prefer and what are the features that I look for in selecting a blade. So first we'll notice, right, except for our utility knife, we have 100% fixed blades. So I don't like having what I would call a pre-broken knife. I think now we have some really good options as far as fixed blade knives for everyday carry. And there's no reason to have to deal with a folder when you can carry a good fixed blade. Fixed blades are more reliable, they're more robust, and they are way faster to deploy. So I am 100% on the fixed blade train. From left to right, we'll start with the Rat. So this is from Headhunter blades. I'm a big fan of this knife. I carry this pretty much every day. And we'll see, got a little bit of wear, that's fine. Some features that are common to kind of all of these that the Rat also displays are a thin profile sheath with a very good clip. So these clips can grab onto belts, MOLLE webbing, your pants, right, themselves, and they just do a really good job of being very versatile, and versatility is key. What the clips also do is kind of maintain a little bit lower profile on the sheath versus a large belt loop type system. We'll also see on both the Headhunter blades sheaths that we use very small rivets, and this keeps the sheath very thin left to right as opposed to some of these wider, larger sheaths that we see today, kind of like the scabbard over here for the trainer. So I'm really big on good sheath design, and all these little features kind of add up to a better using blade. Stuff like this little lip right here that are on all the blades, right? The nails make an index and then resheath potentially without looking, right? That's stuff that you only get from experience and not from reading the internet. Another feature I look for that we'll see on all of these is a very pronounced kind of a hook on the butt. So that's going to enable me to index, right, and kind of grab that blade quickly to get it out of the sheath and get it into action. We also see the points on all of these blades are in line with the blade, right? So it's one continuous line from tip to the middle. It is in line. There's no cant. That is enabling me to have maximum force on that tip and keep everything in line. We'll also see we have no crazy glass breakers or anything on the butt. That's going to enable me to both cap in the reverse grip as well as kind of palm the handle there of that blade in the foregrip if I desire. Another consideration that I think people forget about glass breakers and pointed tips like that on the butt is that this is going to come into contact with your body as well. Whether you're carrying it in the waistline or it's going to come up to your chin if you have it on a plate carrier, you don't want the pointy thing pointed at you. So round butt with a hook all along, that's the way it should be. Good texture on all of these. Right, this is the Dynamis Alliance blade by Winkler. They did a really good job on the micarta. I actually had one of the first ones with the rubber on it, and I think that this new grip is a lot better. It's good product improvement there. We see also, again, we're in no order here, right? Trainers for all the knives, and the trainers are all a little bit shorter than the actual blade. If this knife is for serious use in training, you absolutely 100% need to have a trainer. You would not practice weapons handling with a round in the chamber in your pistol or rifle. You wouldn't do the same with a live blade. You got to treat these like what they are, which are very capable tools, and not treat them like toys. So trainers are very important for all the blades. On the far end here, we got the Kryptos. This is also from Headhunter blades. A little bit wider blade, but not really too wide, right about an inch wide across. Obviously it's a dagger design, but what's really interesting here is that we have a very nice kind of pommel design, again, with that good hook. And then we see this handle expands in both dimensions there, right? It's wider both ways. So this is what enables this knife to not need a guard or a hilt in order to avoid slipping, right? The handle design itself is very effective. Blades like this have existed for thousands of years, and they're extremely capable, and if it needed a hilt, it would have had a hilt 1,000 years ago. So that's kind of my take on this blade. Again, we'll see really good sheath design as well on the Kryptos there. I kind of see these three fixed blades as a continuum as far as what you can carry. I've carried the Dynamis blade a lot as well because I think it really fits nicely between these two. Other things to consider are your size and kind of your draw stroke. This is about as big as I can carry effectively up on the torso and be able to get that knife out and get it to work without a overly exaggerated draw stroke. On the opposite end of the spectrum, as far as pure utility, I'm not a fan of multi-tools. I think they're great. I keep one on the back of my plate carrier, but as far as sitting in my pocket, I'm a big fan of just a Swiss Army knife. It's light and it has everything that I need from it. I really like this one-hand Trekker model because I can do the one-hand thing with it. It locks. It also has a nice saw blade and of course the standard screwdrivers and all that good stuff on it. So light is right, and this definitely gives me the tools that I'm going to use. I'm not carrying around pliers. I just don't need pliers all the time. So I would look at this kind of front pocket carry, everyday use, cutting open boxes, maybe something like these two as far as carrying on your opposite side there. Looking forward to the future. I do have a Amtac Blades Minuteman coming. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that blade works out and how their unique sheath system is. So expect to see a video about that, maybe comparing it to these blades as well when the time comes. As always, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you like this new blade content. Thanks.